Elliott Smith's Figure 8 was released April 18, 2000. It stands as one of the most ambitious and complex records in his career. The album was a bold departure from the lo-fi intimacy of his earlier work, embracing a fuller, more polished sound while retaining his signature lyrical vulnerability. Figure 8 is seen as a turning point in Smith's artistic journey, showcasing his desire to experiment with sound and production while grappling the same intense emotional themes that defined his earlier albums. With a mix of introspective, melancholic ballads and expansive orchestral arrangements, the album encapsulates Smith's emotional turmoil, personal growth, and complex relationship with fame, love, and self-doubt. Figure 8 represents a major sonic leap from Smith's earlier works, particularly Either Or and XO. While his earlier albums were marked by lo-fi, stripped-down production, Figure 8 is a more polished, expansive record, yet it retains the deeply personal and intimate quality that made Smith's music so compelling. The production was handled by Smith himself with assistance from Rob Schnapp, who also worked on XO. The album incorporates lush instrumentation, including pianos, strings, brass, and layers of guitars, creating a fuller, almost orchestral sound compared to the sparse arrangements of earlier records. The production also allows for more varied dynamics, with Smith's voice often sitting at the forefront of the mix, guiding the listener through the album's emotional landscape. The use of orchestral elements in the production of Figure 8 marks a significant step forward in Smith's musical development. This choice reflects a sense of ambition and an attempt to create a more grandiose statement while maintaining the emotional resonance of his previous work. Thematically, Figure 8 is a record soaked in contradictions, grappling with the themes of alienation, self-doubt, love, loss, and eternal conflict. Smith's lyrics have always been marked by an introspective quality, but Figure 8 is more unflinchingly personal. The album's title suggests a cyclical nature, echoing the themes of self-destruction, repetition, and the impossibility of breaking free from one's own emotional patterns. Elliott Smith's voice on Figure 8 is as fragile, expressive, and emotionally charged as ever. His delivery remains soft, intimate, and delicate, but there's an added depth and range to his voice in the album. He frequently shifts between subtle, almost whispery tones and more powerful, emotionally charged outbursts. The interplay between his fragile falsetto and more forceful lower range allows him to convey both vulnerability and strength. Musically, Figure 8 is one of Smith's most diverse albums, mixing elements of indie rock, folk, and pop with grand orchestral arrangements, are effective in enhancing the emotional weight of the songs without becoming overbearing. Thematically, Figure 8 holds together remarkably well despite its occasional sonic shifts. Each track is united by Smith's exploration of self-doubt, emotional turmoil, and the complex interplay between personal identity and external influences. The album's sequencing also works in its favor, creating a sense of emotional progression that takes the listener from moments of alienation and despair to tentative resolutions. Figure 8 is both the reflection of Smith's eternal struggle and a search for catharsis that is never fully achieved, adding to the album's poignancy. Upon its release, Figure 8 was praised for its musical and lyrical maturity, cementing Elliott Smith's status as one of the leading voices in indie rock and singer-songwriter circles. The album did not achieve the same mainstream success as XO. It is often regarded as one of his most accomplished works. Sadly, Figure 8 would be Elliott Smith's final studio album before his tragic death in 2003. Figure 8 remains a cornerstone of his legacy, representing the peak of his artistic expression and a deeply human exploration of pain, longing, and the search for meaning.